Hey, thank you so much for clicking on the video. Before we get started, there is a major shift coming to the channel come the beginnings of May, but fret not, I will be very active and streaming regularly on Twitch. So if you have not created an account yet and followed me over on my Twitch channel, that is Dark Spider David for the username. So it's twitch.tv/DarkSpiderDavid. We're currently holding a goal of 50 followers, so if you can help out with that by checking out the channel, checking out past broadcasts that I've done, and seeing if you like what you see, hit the follow button. You won't regret it. See you then. Hey everyone, David here with a very unusual video. It is an unboxing, but it's for something that I never really thought I was gonna get for myself. But recent news came in from Japan, Sony PlayStation Japan specifically, saying that they were stopping production indefinitely, discontinuing, some would say, production on the PlayStation Vita. And the PlayStation Vita was something that I never really had a humongous interest for because I was mainly a console gamer. I felt like more of the power was in the hands of the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4 respectively. It wasn't until recently that the Nintendo Switch, out of all platforms, was the one to kind of get me back into handheld gaming. More so, it was the Switch that was able to kind of make me able to dig up my old 3DS, or specifically take it back from my girlfriend because she was borrowing it for the past year trying to beat Ocarina of Time and never did it. So finally, I put my foot down. I brought my 3DS back. I've been playing some Pokemon Y, and now that combined with the news that the Vita is no longer in production gave me the incentive to go to Amazon and pick up a PlayStation Vita. As you can see right here, we got the box, and also brand new to my videos, even though it's a little late in the game here, but we actually got an overhead camera. We got an overhead camera to help out with the unboxing. So now you can get to see one perspective and also another. So I think that's pretty neat that I was able to hopefully kind of jerry-rig this whole thing and it doesn't come collapsing on me here with this older tripod that I had. So let's get started. As you can see here, it's a box from Amazon, shipped over by Amazon, overlooked by Amazon, but it was sold by a seller called JDE Distributors. Really good ratings. They got like a 96 or 7% approval rating, but over 1,800 ratings. So I think that's a pretty higher percentage than the other user that was selling Vita, with an 100% approval rating, but only with 8 ratings. So it's like, it kind of makes more sense to go with this guy. They were also offering Prime. Now, a little disclaimer. The reason for why unboxing a Vita is kind of a big deal right now is that I bought this used, because after the news broke that the Vita is no longer in production, the price did peak a little bit. It went up to close to the realm of $300. That's pretty much the price of a Switch, and I just didn't think it was 100% just there to want to fork over that kind of money for a Vita, a console, or a handheld that is well past its years. So I looked into the used market. This is supposed to be a used Vita, but it's in like new condition, sold from JD Distributors. And they also noted that they had actually a good stock amount of these Vitas. So I'm like, all right, I wasn't just buying it from Bob, and he was cleaning his garage and he found an old Vita. He wants to make some money back, so he figured, fuck it, I'm just gonna sell this thing. It's not that kind of situation, so I feel a bit more confident in that. So let's get down to unboxing it. The description, if I can find my keys here, the description of the item was, like I said, used, very good, like new. And then underneath it said open box. They went ahead as to copy our own little terminology over at Best Buy by calling it open box, meaning that it's like in new condition, only the box is open, but everything should be there. So we'll take a look and see if this kind of meets my standards here, because I am completely down with buying a used handheld or a used console as long as it's in really good condition and it's a very good deal. I got this for the original listing price of this was going for $199, so about $70, almost $80 less than getting a brand new one from other markets over on Amazon. But I was also able to use a $30 cashback reward that I had saved up from my Discover card. So it pays to spend, I guess. Unless you're already well into debts, in which case, ugh. Alright, so here we go. Here we go. And as you can see right there, we got the PlayStation Vita logo. So it does look like we're getting the actual box. A slight little tear there. That's a little disappointing, but oh well. Got some packing material here, bubble wrap. Alright, so we get that out. And we look inside, and you can see right there, we got the VITA itself. And then we can go ahead and get rid of this box. And there is the VITA in its box right there. So it's the original box. Does look like the box had a little bit of wear and tear going on right there, making sure the webcam is focused. But see right there, it's the original PlayStation VITA box right there. And this is the slim model, so this is not the older model. I knew that there were outlets selling that model, but I didn't go with it because I felt like it was more of a deal breaker that that thing came with a proprietary charge as opposed to the simple micro USB charge on this. Plus it's lighter, slimmer, hence the name. So I was like, yeah, I'm down for the slim. So there's the slim right there. Making sure that's centered on camera. There's the front. It's a pretty small box. I was expecting the box to be a little wider, but okay. Alright, so there it is right there. You'll see the sides right there. Sides right there. It does look like maybe it's trying to display the actual size of it. Now, I'm noticing that here on the back, you'll notice that you have a description of the contents inside in English, but then a good chunk of it is also in Japanese. So I wonder if maybe this is an import of some kind, or if this is actually what I would have originally bought. I'm gonna take a guess and say that maybe this is a Japanese import, only because I'm seeing English and decent amount of Japanese and all over the box. So not just the PS Vita logo, but you'll notice like down here at the bottom where it says equipped with internal memory card 1 GB, right underneath it has Japanese writing right about there. So I'm thinking that this actually might really be an import, but from what I hear, it's not region locked, so I should still be able to use it. Alright, so let's take a look at the inside of the box. Yep, already open, as you can see right there. We open this up. Ooh, okay. So we got this flap open like this. Go over here. And then when I look inside here, we have the little charging brick with a little bit of, seems to be dusty residue on the side. But it is the power brick that charges the Vita if you'd like to. So this is the main brick. And I believe that this could disconnect. Yeah, there you go. So you got the PlayStation proprietary brick right there. Which honestly, I'm going to have to maybe look at the quick start guide here. But one end has that dual polar type of plug right there that can actually still find at the store, Best Buy even. I plug that back in, and then of course the other is going to be the AC outlet. Then on this side we have just a simple, you can't really see it very well on the camera, but it looks to be a standard USB, maybe 2.0 or 3.0, but it's a USB-A plug right there. Interesting. And then of course we have our USB-A to micro USB charging cable right there. Alright. And now we took a look at the inside portion here, and there's the Vita itself. So now let's take a look. And then from the looks of it, underneath this little piece of cardboard, we actually have that guide I was mentioning. Now, I think this is probably going to be, yeah, okay. So it looks like the first half is going to be in English here. The second half is, I think it's going to be that Japanese writing that I was mentioning. So, like I said, that has me leading to believe that I am dealing with an import here, but we'll check it out. So let me take a look. Oh, yes. Whew, I was worried. I was definitely going to be worried. But here's the Vita itself. Pretty light, but still well built, and I am happy to report no scratches on the screen. A little bit of dust, but it really is in like new condition. Dude was not lying, or manufacturers were not lying. So now let me take a look at the sides here. Not seeing anything, good. Take a look at the back. And yeah, no scratches. A smudge right there by somebody's hand, but easily wipeable. Alright. And yeah, these two pads right here, the little handheld pads. I actually just ended up spitting on it right now. But like I said, a little bit. It has that look where, yeah, somebody's hands were on it, but nothing detrimental. Nothing detrimental whatsoever. I think I might just be happy with my purchase, and I got it for $165. $165. So nearly $100 less than a brand new one. And here I am thinking, you know what? This is just as fine. This is fine. I could just give it a good old wipo. And there you have the PlayStation Vita back from the dead. Too soon? Okay. But there it is. Alright, now, it's one thing that it's physically good. Now let's at least see if maybe it's holding a charge and it works. So where's my... There it is. So let's take a look and see if it turns on. And if not, maybe I can just hook it up to my PC right now and give it a quick charge. Oh, ooh, ooh. There you go. It's turning on. Now, one of the things about the Slim versus the original is that the original was quite ahead of its time because it featured an OLED screen. And I'm a big guy. Okay, fine. It's telling me to... Ooh. Turn the volume on this down. Okay. So there you have it. It's turning on. Recognizes my touch functionality, like touching the screen and all that. Yeah, this just comes to show you that you really should not completely turn your head towards the used market. Even though GameStop mostly made its money off of that, and now we know where they're at right there, and that's because of that was because of their practices. That doesn't mean that other places that sell used stuff necessarily means that they're going to be using the same practices. I always talk, nice about Best Buy. This TV that you see right behind me, open box, right here, open box like new. Saved myself almost $100, and I'm dealing with pretty much a brand new Vita, or a nearly brand new Vita, that I think I might just be happy with as soon as I pack on some games here. So far, so good. Of course, I am going to be diving a little bit deeper into the Vita for some stronger opinions, especially now since I've never owned a Vita, and considering that it's now pretty much out of commission, I think this is a perfect time as any to try to delve into what exactly I've been missing out this entire time, especially since my console or brand of choice when it comes to gaming is PlayStation, followed slowly by the redeemable Nintendo with the massive success of the Switch. And I think it's because of the Switch that is why I'm here with the Vita and thinking to myself, this can probably open a decent amount of opportunities, from games that I might have overlooked to using the remote play function so that I can still jump into bed, get ready to go to sleep, but not before I dive into an extra 30 to 45 minutes of whatever PlayStation 4 game I'm playing. Here's hoping that maybe some of that remote play functionality is actually smooth and helps out the experience, because I've seen some videos kind of doing one and one. Some games work, some don't, but we'll figure that out later on in the impressions. For now, I'll just say that I'm happy with my purchase, and I'll be definitely diving into the Vita very soon. So thank you guys for tuning in to this unboxing. Please let me know in the comments what you guys think of the video itself. Do you like the little overhead feature? I'm actually kind of proud of myself that I was able to throw that in. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Anyways, I feel like a pro doing this, but I digress. Also, let me know in the comments, what are you guys' opinions on the Vita? Do you own a Vita? Do you have any kind of intentions to want to purchase a Vita now, knowing that it's pretty much out of commission? It's no longer being manufactured. Does this motivate you to want to get a Vita? Has there been any recent handheld experiences with either Nintendo's products or any other that make you go, I should probably give the Vita a chance? If so, check them out on Amazon, but better do it soon, because eventually that price is going to skyrocket to astronomical proportions. And don't, like I said, overlook the used market, because you might end up with a decent buy. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Catch you guys all on the next one. In the meantime, make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and twitch.tv/DarkSpiderDavid, and DarkSpiderDavid for all those social media accounts. I'll be much more active on there, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video. See ya. The best way I can put it is that pretty much the entire 2/3 or so of season 2, which is comprised of 14 episodes as opposed to the season 1 13, is comprised of an overarching plot called Neogenic Nightmare, if I'm not mistaken. And trust me, when you're finished with this plot, you're going to be so sick of two particular words, neogenic and recombinator.
Neogenics.
Neogenic device?
Neogenics is involved.
Neogenic recombinator.
Neogenic treatments
Out of the recombinator. Neogenic treatments.
recombinator.
The recombinator.